And I'm back, so I'm doing the standings first so the playoffs don't throw it off. But for now, Oregon and Clemson are going to be the highest two of the SEC, but nothing changes with them, with Oregon being number one in the SEC, so technically the best team. And Georgia State and Mississippi State, unfortunately, will be relegated. They end off the season 3-9, which you can see at the bottom here. 3-9, 3-9. Georgia State, sorry, dudes. You guys were the best. And they will get relegated to the Big 12. Big 12 will have Miami, who went 11-1, and Ole Miss, who went 10-2. Georgia's going to miss out on getting promoted, but Miami and Ole Miss will be promoted and take Georgia State and Mississippi State's place, with Florida Atlantic and San Jose being relegated to the Pac-12. And then in the Pac-12, Louisiana and, let me see, either Michigan or West Virginia. They're both 9-3. So let me see. Let me go to the Pac-12. So looking for Michigan, went 9-3, 5-1 at home, 4-2 away, 8-3 in the conference. Let's look at West Virginia. They went 9-3. They were 8-3 in the conference, 5-12, 4-1. 5-2, I mean 4-1. So let's decide that one on how well they do in the playoffs. Since they're both in the playoffs, whoever gets further along in the playoffs, they will get promoted to the Big 12. The other team will stay in the Pac-12. That's how we'll decide it. So I'll just decide it based off of Michigan, West Virginia. Okay, we'll write that down. And then with the Pac-12, BYU went 3-9 and Toledo went 1-11 to get relegated to the Big Ten. And then in the Big Ten, we have Indiana getting promoted at 9-3. Yeah, Big Ten looked like it was the weakest team. Nobody had 10 wins. Indiana went 9-3. Then in the Big Ten, we have two teams that went 8-4. So let me see who should get promoted. So we have first is Rutgers, 7-4 in the conference, 6-0 at home, 2-4 away. And then Syracuse went 8-4, 7-4 in the conference, tied up, 4-2 at home and 4-2 away. I think Rutgers is a stronger team, so we'll do Rutgers because they went 6-0 at home. So I think overall Rutgers would make more sense. They're third in the Big Ten, they're second in the Big Ten, so we'll do Syracuse. If the game tells us they're second, we'll do that. I think that makes it more fun that way. And then continue on in the Big Ten, we have TCU being relegated since they went 3-9. But also we have two teams that went 4-8. We have Northern Illinois and Southern Miss. So Southern Miss went 4-8. They were 3-8 in the conference, 1-6 at home, 3-2 away, and they're sixth in the Big Ten. And Northern Illinois is 4-8. They went 3-8 in the conference, 2-4 at home, 2-4 away, and they're sixth in the Big Ten. So they're both sixth at each Big Ten section. So they're 76, 77, 76, and they're 78, 77, 79. Okay, I think Northern Illinois is a weaker team, so they should get kind of going a little bit arbitrary on these bottom guys, unfortunately. And then, so that's the end of the top flight teams. Unfortunately, Northern Illinois and TCU getting relegated to the ACC, who have two obvious winners. Ohio State and Oklahoma State both went 11-1, so they get promoted to the top flight in the Big Ten, which is a great job for them. And the two teams getting relegated, unfortunately, are Oregon State and Ohio. Actually, Oregon State and Northwestern tied up. So let me just double check, see who should get relegated for real. It's definitely going to be Ohio, but Oregon State, they went 3-9, 3-8 in the conference, 2-4 at home, 1-5 away. And Northwestern went 3-9, 3-8 in the conference, 1-3 at home, and 2-6 away. Let's see. Oregon State is fifth in the ACC 1. Northwestern is sixth in the ACC 2. So Oregon State will stay in. Northwestern will be relegated. All right, and then continuing on to the American Conference, the teams replacing Ohio State and Texas will get promoted, both at 10-2. So good job for them getting promoted to the ACC. And Minnesota and Air Force, that one's pretty cut and dry. Minnesota went 3-9. Air Force went 2-10 to be relegated. And the Sun Belt is next. UCF, very dominant season. They went 11-1, so and they will get promoted. And we have another team that's tied up, 8-4. It was Duke and Notre Dame. So let's look at the Sun Belt, see whether Duke or Notre Dame will get promoted. So Duke went 8-4, 7-4 in the conference, 3-3 at home, 5-1 away. They're second in the Sun Belt 1. Then Notre Dame went 8-4 as well. They're 8-3 in the conference, one more conference win. So it's going to be Notre Dame that gets promoted. First, right off the bat, they're number one in the Sun Belt, but they also 8-3 for a conference win, so it has to be Notre Dame, even though they're about the same. All right. Then the two teams being relegated is Louisiana Tech and Old Dominion. Louisiana Tech went 4-8. Old Dominion went 2-10. And continuing on, we have Tennessee, who went 11-1, which are going to get promoted to the Sun Belt. And this is the last of the second flight. So we have Pittsburgh and Virginia Tech that both went 10-2. So in the CUSA, we will see who gets promoted, who deserves it the most. All right, so looking at it first, we have Pittsburgh, who's 17th. They went 10-2. Oh no, Pittsburgh, yeah, 10-2. So 9-2 in the conference, 6-0 at home, 4-2 away. Then we have Virginia Tech, who's number 14th ranked, 9-2 in the conference, 6-1 at home, 4-1 away. Third in CUSA, Pittsburgh is second in CUSA 1. Ooh, I'm not sure about this one. 84 across the board. Pittsburgh is, I think I like Virginia Tech more. They were ranked higher as well by the, even though we hate the CFP people because they scrubbed James Madison on Oklahoma State. I think Virginia Tech just made a stronger showing. So Virginia Tech is going to get the promotion. And the bottom two teams, UTEP, first team, only team that went 0-12, no wins this year is UTEP. They get relegated out of the CUSA and into the bottom flight, into the MWC. So CSU got UTEP got relegated, as well as Troy, who went 3-9, get relegated. And then the bottom, the basically National A, National B, in the Developmentary Independent League, starting us off. Since UTEP and Troy got relegated, there's 4 teams that relegated into independent in the MWC, and 2 that get promoted in MWC. So James Madison and Stanford. James Madison went 11-1. They get hardly promoted, even though they don't make the CFP, but they get promoted, as well as Stanford, who went 10-2. So promotions there. And then 4 teams get relegated to independent. These teams are ULM, who went 1-11, Nevada, who went 3-9, and then there's 3 teams that went 5-7. So we'll look at their stats. So right now we have those guys that get relegated. So now let's look it up. 3 teams went 5-7, so this will be a fun one. So I'll just do it by wins right now, so we can look at it quicker. Okay. So these 3 went 5-7 are all up for relegation. We have Wyoming went 5-6 in the conference. Just seeing that right now. Wyoming stays in. Bowling Green and New Mexico will get relegated. Sorry, team. Better conference win. We'll do that one first, always. All right, so in total, 4 teams will get relegated from the MWC. Will be Bowling Green, New Mexico, Nevada, and ULM. All right, and the 2 teams getting promoted in the MAC tier are going to be Colorado State and Nebraska, who both went 10-2. And we have 4 teams as well getting relegated from the MAC tier to independent. That'll be Ball State, who went 2-10, UTSA, who went 3-9, Vanderbilt, who went 4-8, and Coastal Carolina, who went 4-8. So one's a little bit easier on that side. Gotta do it by wins first, of course. All right, and that should, hopefully this will even it out to where MWC, MAC, and everybody will get the right amount of teams on their roster. All right, and the independents, the most fanciest one. So we have 14 teams in the independents. Only the top 8 get promoted. So starting us off, the bottom ones is New Mexico State at 4-8, Miami University at 5-7, Kennesaw State 5-7, Liberty 6-6, Kent State 6-6, Georgia Southern 6-6, Eastern Carolina 6-6. So the top 8 teams. That's 4, 5. Oh, okay. So we have a bunch of them that are gonna. Okay. So first team, just keep it simple. Sam Houston 10-2 will get promoted to the MWC. Let me change this color just so I know. So yellow will be MWC, MAC will be orange. So Charlotte as well will get promoted to the MWC at 8-4, as well as FIU, who went 8-4, and Eastern Michigan, who went 7-5. Good job, Charlotte. And the next 4 teams, we have Jack State, who went 7-5, UConn, who went 7-5, and UMass, who went 7-5, all getting promoted to the middle tier, which is the MAC, which will be in orange, just so I know. Then last, we have the 4th team getting promoted from the MAC tier. We have 4 teams that went 6-6. So let's look at them all and see who deserves it the most. I'm thinking more towards Liberty at this point. So let's just do it MAC independent, I mean. All right, here we go. So we got Eastern Michigan. So no conference wins, of course. So 4-2 at home, 2-4 away. Kent State 4-2, 2-4. Georgia Southern 5-3, 1-3. And Liberty 4-3, 2-3. So let's just do it by overall, I think. 76, 76, 77, 75, 75, 76, 78, 77, 79, or 82, 81. Yeah, I think we're going towards Liberty. I think Liberty makes the most sense. They're also third. Oh no, Georgia Southern is second. But I think Liberty would make a better showing, and so they will get promoted. As long as my math is right, that should be a good amount. And then everybody else stays the same in the independent tier. But we just make these changes on my side of the stats and just make sure that everything looks correct. All right, just updating you guys that I just finished off my conference standings, and to make the math work, MWC, since it's basically the last line of defense before you get into the start getting the top flights, last line of defense out of the developmentary league, the two mid teams will get relegated to MAC to make it work, since two teams have to get promoted out of the MAC tier. So basically, bottom four get relegated to independent in the MWC, but the mid two, so I selected Utah State, since they did a little bit worse, as well as Wyoming, get relegated to the MAC. Bowling Green, New Mexico, Nevada, and ULM get relegated to independent. Colorado State and Nebraska take the place of Utah State and Wyoming. Then the top four of the independent take the place of Bowling Green, New Mexico, Nevada, and ULM. And since the MAC tier, since they relegate all the way into the independents, then they are fine that way. So just how to make the math work on that side. So basically, MWC, last line of defense, is how we're going to do it. So 6 people get relegated out of that tier every year in the top 6. And out of the top 6, only 2 at the top get promoted. So that's how we can make the math work. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, we got it done. So now we can continue on as we go through in the rest of the playoffs in the college. And now we have it set up to where we know exactly how the conferences are going to line up without being annoying. So let's just advance the week, see what happens. And of course, just so you guys know, we wanted to do it earlier. Amari Goodley, right end. We wanted to do it early because the playoffs always ruin our who has the most wins and stuff like that. But still, what we are going to do is, like I said, Michigan and West Virginia, depending on how far they go into the playoffs, that's who will get promoted as well. So that's the only thing we're going to do. Just keep it extra fun that way. But overall wins and stuff, we don't want it to be basically, one team going 14-1 because they were in the playoffs, and so they get promoted automatically, that kind of thing. And Ife Fankupo, a lot of people got committed. Nice job. Nice. Look at that. Lovely. Lovely. Oof. Lost a lot of players. 77 overall, 79 offense, 77 defense, man. Jeez. All right. Let me look at Hunter Watson, Player of the Year award winner. 3,527 yards, 55 touchdowns, 6 interceptions for Hunter Watson. Thank you, sir. And Hunter Watson again for the Heisman Trophy winner. Love it. Thank you, sir. And John Gentry, Best Running Back Award winner. 94 carries for 907 yards and 15 touchdowns. Definitely don't think he was the best, but if they want to give it to us, then we'll take it. We do have a bowl game against UMass Minutemen. Camellia Bowl, Montgomery, Alabama. All right, cool. Let's do it. I didn't know we had a bowl game. So 49 points per game, to 28. 293 passing yards to 217.6. And rushing yards is 198.7 to 118. And then impact player, of course, by the numbers, 79 overall. We do have job offers. Okay. Let me look at early National Signing Day. I'm curious. Reading board. AJ Song, we're at number 2 for him. Wow. I'm going to look at the transfer portal. Unavailable during the offseason. Okay, my school. So where do we lose all these players? Or where do we lose all this overall? Did they already transfer out? They didn't tell us. Makes me sad. Now Texas won the first round against Iowa State. Okay, let's look at the All-Americans before we get spoiled. Sam Houston and John Gentry, double All-Americans, baby. Love it. 85 overall looks like where Hunter Watson ended up. He was at 88 overall, so he must have just regressed a little bit. John Gentry, 83 overall. Nice. Love it. And then nothing else for that. And then looks like the second team. Simeon Evans, nice. Second team, wide receiver. 80 overall, junior. Love it. Nice job, Simeon. You'll be back next year. And freshmen, we don't have any. We have a couple true freshmen, but nobody really that we know of. Cool. I wonder if our team makes up most of the FBS independents. Nice. Left tackle. Cool. Awesome. Nice. Look at us. So we got wide receiver Aday. We got Simeon Evans. We got Elijah Sohn. Wow, Elijah brought it up. Nice. Yeah, so he's going. Yeah, so he's probably already gone. That's probably why. Yeah, Aday is also a junior, a senior. I mean, cool. Well, then we got a defensive tackle in Quincy Wright, as well as Caleb Holloway, and then Caleb Weaver. Colby, yes, sir. Love it. He went to 82 overall. He actually played pretty good. All right, let's look at our CFP bracket, see if we haven't know anything yet. Okay, so nothing's happened yet. Gotcha. Makes sense. Okay. I'm curious. Let's see where we ended up on season stats. Passing yards ended up at 3.527. Have 5 quarterbacks now. That's crazy. Sophomore, junior, senior, and freshman. Jeez. Then rushing yards, how much did we end up on? 1386 for Hunter Watson. Love it. Okay, let's look at some staff moves. What do we got? Who's moving up? UTEP fired. Yep, because they went 0-10. Toledo fired. Ball State fired. Minnesota. Yep. A lot of people fired. Wow, Arkansas. Tommy Williams went to the NFL. He was in hot seat, so he would have been fired anyways. Then USC Bear King went to the NFL. Coastal Carolina retired. A bunch of fired. Oklahoma Mex Keys went to the NFL. South Carolina and Notre Dame went to the NFL. Everybody else retired or fired. Wow, a lot of stuff happened in the league. Let's see what job offers we have before we play our bowl game. I'm kind of curious. We got offered 5 years in our current Sam Houston. So, Louisiana Tech, the head coach. Previous head coach was James Graham. They also went Jay Cheeks, were number 2 on their list. 78 overall, 77 offense, 80 defense in the Sun Belt. Then ULM and the MWC, who's 73, 73, 74. We're not even in their top. That's for offensive coordinator only. Then Tulsa, who's 76, 76, 77, who is the American head coach. We are number 1 for them. We have UTEP, who went 0-10. They're 76, 75, 77. Yeah, there's nothing really in that I want so far. We have the highest overall, so I think it'd be more fun to play one more season with. Basically, we'll play 2 years with them, and then we'll leave the league. I think because that's when our quarterback leaves. So we'll play his senior year with him, and then we'll head out. Is what I'm thinking. So let's play our bowl game against UMass. 7-5 UMass against us, who are 77 overall, 79 defense, 77 offense. So we definitely lost a couple bits. Let me actually see where we're losing this. I think just regression, but I just want to see how they quantify it. Still have all of our wide receivers, right? So they can play their last game. Yes, we do. Okay. Yeah, we do. Okay. Let's do it. Adehi, last game. First bowl game as a Sam Houston. Unless we get a better team that wants to join up with us. Basically, anybody that's better than a 77, 79, 77, we will play for as the coach. So we'll see. Because right now we only have those 4 teams that want us, but we'll see if we get any more options in the next week or 2. Let's play our first bowl game, the Camellia Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama. Let's start off with a return. Nice. Let's do it. Louisville beat Tulane. Nice. Starting off with Simeon Evans, number 3. Get the ball first. Love it. Notre Dame beat Nebraska. India beat Marshall. This season, third down conversions, yards per game, pass rush. Stats are pretty good. Starting us off with a nice little all-go, of course, our favorite play. Houston beat Duke. Nice. We get that. Starting off with a nice little run play. Do what Hunter Watson does best. Oh my god, that's funny. It's the orbit PA post that will switch into inside zone. Okay, Gentry, his yards of the bowl game. There you go, Gentry. Nice job, boyo. Louisville beat Tulane. Let's do a 4 verticals option. Right there, Adehi. Wide open. Touchdown. Adehi. Boom. His first touchdown of his last season. 1,040 yards. Nice. Brings up to the 1,000 yards passing of the season for receiving. You know what I mean. Crazy. Adehi, he's one of my favorite players. He was such a good on the block. He helped you really score touchdowns. He was fantastic. Let's do a shock H option. Marshall upset number 25 Indiana. Ooh, yep, gonna run this one. Give me some defense. Adehi, love you. Great block. All right, let's do a drive on the left side. Wow, UCF beat SMU 45-27. Nice. All right, Simeon Evans, right there, son. Perfect. Stay in bounds. Adehi, good block. Love it. Giving it to my favorite boys. All right, where's Noah Smith? There you are. Noah Smith, this is also his last game. I just haven't used him very much this year. Noah Smith. Touchdown. Noah Smith. His first touchdown of a bowl game. His probably last touchdown of the year, depending on how much more times we get the ball. Thank you, boys, for the team. This is our send-off game. Hope they make it to the NFL. Okay, let's do a tight end screen.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense.
Let's do a run on the left side, or right side, I mean. Try to sneak through. There we go. Good hold on to the ball. Just a post cross, or dagger, I mean. I need to do a post cross, but that's fine. We'll stick with this.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics.
I tried to throw it, but it didn't give it to me. All right, let's do a nice little tight end that will turn into an all go. Or vertical, if that works. All right, Simeon Evans, Adehi, or all my favorite boys all on the left side. Adehi, wide open, dude. Your boy deserves the NFL. Adehi. Final game of the season. Finally, we did make it to a bowl game, which is fantastic. 98 yards receiving so far for this game. Most have been touchdown passes. We're sad, but also happy. Everybody's a junior, so if we don't get a good offer from another school, then we'll probably stick on for for everybody's senior year, and that's when we'll leave the school. See if we can make it to the Natty in their second year. Don't get 2 losses since we got promoted to the MWC. Adehi. Or no, Simeon Evans. Simeon Evans, touchdown. Nice job. Not even close. 505 for 239 in the air. Love it. Yeah, change of possession. We accidentally switched quickly. Release extra point, good by Colby. Fantastic, dude. 31-yard punt. We're doing fantastic so far. Yeah, their punt game's terrible. 7-5 UMass, though, is interesting. Gentry, wide open. Touchdown, Gentry. He's faster than number 7. He's faster than number 7. Yes, sir, you are. UMass is one of the teams that got promoted, right? Oh, UMass got regular promoted to the MAC tier because they were in the middle 4. Yeah, so they got promoted to that team. Gotcha. Okay, that's not too bad, though. John Gentry, Jr., 299 yards passing. Good job, team. Because they're playing so good. Man, Colby, I will use your accidentally make you fail on kicks a lot less, so you should play even better next year. 4th and 5. Hopefully we don't get any transfers, though, now that I'm thinking about it. All right, let's do an all go. 8 seconds left. Let's try to score. Here you go, Noah Smith. Give me that touchdown. Noah Smith. 2 touchdowns for Noah. 2 touchdowns for Adehi. Give them both fantastic time of possession for their last games of their senior years. Oh, we're in defense. Okay. Good job, boys. And they get the ball. Interception by Eamon Allen for 57 yards. Holy crap. Nice job. He gave us to it. Let's do a halfback dive. Get Gentry his rushing touchdown. Then Hunter Watson will be next for rushing yards. We got plenty of passing yards for everybody. Once again, halfback dive down the middle. Gentry deserves a rushing touchdown. Then Hunter Watson will be rushing all the day, every day. Perfect. No shot. Let's make this enough game fantastic. Beautiful stuff, team. One of our favorite games. Fumble recovered by Gibson for 54 yards. Didn't know that. Here we go, boys. Let's do this. It is time to rush our quarterback. I don't know how much plays he has, but do a vertical tight end cross. Want to go on the right side. Usually our stronger side. There we go. Perfect. Love it. 45 rushing yards. Okay. It's about 9 yards a carry. Love it. Keep at it then. Perfect. Good job, Gentry. Gives Gentry about 50 yards. Yeah, 47 or 46. Cool. Give everybody some good stuff. Red zone scissors. Go run again. Give me some blocking zone. Simeon Evans, give me that block. Yes, sir. I want that rushing touchdown for Hunter Watson. Play action jet sweep. Let's get that touchdown. Okay, we're going to get hit by number 15, so we might throw this one. Block me number 70. All zone. Why not? You're wide open, dude. Okay. Just slot outside. Try to get this touchdown. Oh, we can make this touchdown, baby. Get in there. No shot. Hunter Watson's a lot stronger than you. 80 yards rushing. 1 touchdown, baby. Love it. You even got some work with Elijah Sohn as well. Very quick game. Hold on to the ball for a long time on that side. Scored. Touchdown. Okay. Let me check. Is Sohn... We need to get some more to Sohn if he's a senior. I haven't really thrown him to very much. I've been more wide receiver style than tight ends like I usually am. I'm usually more tight end focused. We got Simeon Evans, 116. Yeah, junior, senior. Son's a senior. Oh, crap. We need to get Son a touchdown. Where you at, Son? Okay, let's pick it up. I'll go. Okay, Son, you need a touchdown. Right there, wide open. Give me that block. Number 6. Almost had that block. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'll go. We need Son that touchdown. Or else I'll be sad. Right there again, Son. Break that juke. Yes, get there. 2-minute warning. 405 yards. All right, here we go. I'll go. Son. Right there, Son. Touchdown. Touchdown, Son. Touchdown. Yes, each of our seniors has 1 touchdown. Love it. Nice. 89 yards today for Son. Awesome, dude. 22, 22, 30. That's what we love to see. Now it's a full send-off game. All of our seniors got some good plays in. 4th and 2 left. Let's finish it off with 100 yards for our main man, Hunter Watson. Let's do an X dig. Nope. Not going to do that. Got to pad those stats, baby. Give me some coverage, number 1. Hunter Watson. Nice, dude. 119 yards for Hunter. All right, let's do it. Inside zone for our main man, Gentry. Have him finish off the game. All timeout. He's at 53 yards. Okay, we'll give him to at least 60. He has 3 touchdowns, though, so he's already pretty good. Yeah, 1 second left. Let's keep it fun. Here we go. Let's do it. 36-yard field goal for our main man. Finish it off. to hold it pretty good. We missed it. That's funny.
Absolute shank.
Sorry, Colby.
Field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
He hasn't missed any extra points all season, so my bad. So he ended up 15 of 26 for 57 completion rating. We ended up 12 of 12 for 435. Our best game of the entire season was our send-off game. That's crazy. Then 10 of 68, 9 of 119, one fumble, but he didn't pick it up, which is good. Then receiving, 4 of 89 for Sohn, his best game of the season. Simeon Evans, 3 of 116. Adehi, 2 of 98. Noah Smith, 2 of 72. And Gentry, 1 of 60. And everybody has a touchdown. That's what we wanted. And defensively, still getting some sacks from Gathers. He playing his senior game. So everybody got a highlight for being a senior. Love it, boys. Setting off this season strong. 2,500 XP, but not 18 yet. Yay, bowl game winner, Camellia Bowl. Nice. Good job, players. 70 to 20. All right, let's next week see how everything happened in bowl week 2. Bother with that. Not gonna bother with that. No changes. Iman Allen, defensive player of the week. 2 interceptions, 5 tackles. Nice. The Camellia Bowl. Hunter Watson, offensive player of the week. 435 yards, 7 touchdowns, no interceptions. National offensive player of the week, even though everybody else is playing regular, like full-on CFP playoff games. Love it, dude. All right, let me see any top stories. Iowa State beat Iowa State 58-7 in the CFP. Nice. All right, let's look at some job offers. Let's see if we got any more. We got several different ones. All right, we have Memphis Tigers for the head coach. 82 offense, 82 overall, 84 offense, 82 defense. So Memphis Tigers, they were last season in the MAC tier, and they are staying in the MAC tier. So since we are already promoted to the MWC, there's no point in playing in the MAC tier, so we won't bother with that. North Texas, yep, Texas team. We've played with them as before. 80 across the board. And they're in the ACC went 8-5. I think 8-5 is a pretty good record, so don't want to bother. Texas State went 10-3, so there's no point in there. And then Charlotte. Oh, that's funny. Charlotte head coach, another team that got promoted as well, so there's no point. Charlotte got promoted to the MWC with us. So the only team we would really want to go for is Texas State, but they're 10-3, so there's no point. We'll go for a team that kind of lost a little bit, but is still pretty good. So let's look at all openings and see if there's anything fun. So 76, they went 5-7 in MWC, so they got relegated out of the MWC, so no point there. Then Colorado State in the MAC tier, and they are currently in the MWC, so they got promoted, so there's no point there. Florida State went 8-4. That could be a fun team. Ohio, Hawaii went 7-6. There is some good stuff. I want to play for a team that has 6 or 7 wins that we can work on making better. Is what we want to go for. So Hawaii would definitely be one that I would want to play for. They're in the American. I don't think they got promoted or anything. Yeah, so they stayed the same. They went 7-6, so they were in the middle of the pack. They technically went 6-6, but since they won their bowl game, so basically take off 1 win and 1 loss for everybody. And Louisville could be fun too. Well, the red completely covers what ranking they did, but they went top 25. Kent State, and the independent, so they stayed in the independent as well. So no point. Rice went 4-8. Ooh, in the Pac-12, Rice. Pac-12 Rice. No, Rice barely stayed in the Pac-12. BYU and Toledo got relegated. So Houston, Texas, Rice. Ooh, that could be a fun one. I'm going to put that on the list. Rice definitely would be interesting. I haven't never played with them before. Looks like they're going for defensive coordinators mostly. It says it's technically a downgrade, which is interesting. Raging Cajuns, Pac-12, 5-7. That could be a fun one as well. Another Pac-12 team. That's funny. I got it mixed up. That's awesome. So Louisiana and LSU, I got mixed up. So LSU is the one that's getting promoted because they went 10-2 in the season, and Louisiana is the one that's staying the same at 5-7. So that's my bad. So just to make sure, get rid of that and change that. There we go. I fixed it. Okay, good thing I caught that because I was confused about that on what the difference was. Okay, back to some job offers. I might leave. Rice is looking pretty good to me. It'll take us because Rice barely made it, stayed in their current conference at 4-8. Louisiana also looks pretty fun, but I think Rice is, or no, Toledo. I mean, is what I want because they went 1-11, so they'd be perfect because they got relegated out of the Pac tier and the Big Ten, so they're close to failing. Yeah, then Georgia Southern, everybody else is independent. MAC tier, we've already dealt with. American, we've already dealt with. No, American is USF. Yeah, they stayed in the American. So the only one that's really has some fun is Toledo. Toledo would be so cool. Might stick with Sam Houston just to get them into the CU USA so they can get into the middle flight of the league. Let's look at the CF. Let's look at the brackets. See what happened there. No, we should look at the bowl games first. Or no, see if people since that was spoilers on the bowl game wins. All right, starting us off, West Virginia and Miami. West Virginia won 38-35 against number 3, 11-3 Miami. Wow, Michigan beat LSU 45-27, and that's funny because LSU was one of the one teams that got promoted. So that means Michigan and West Virginia are still fighting it out to see who gets promoted in their division. That makes it really fun. So Michigan and LSU fought, and LSU is the one that got promoted out of the Pac-12. So if Michigan also gets promoted, then that means that those two teams will face each other off again, or West Virginia can get promoted as well. That's interesting. And then in the second area, Ohio State beat Iowa State 58-7, stomped them. Georgia beat Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State was able to get back into the top 12, and they got decimated by Georgia. So unfortunate. So in the quarterfinal, it'll be West Virginia versus Tennessee. Want West Virginia to win. That'd be fun. Michigan and Oregon would want Michigan to win. Iowa State, Ohio State, and Texas to win. And Georgia and Ole Miss, I want Ole Miss to win. That'll be a fun one. All right, so let's skip the week again. Or no, let's look at the rest of the bowl games since everybody's bowl games have finished. Oh no, they didn't. Never mind. So they're all playing like December. Okay. So our bowl games we've played, but everybody else is playing in December. Yeah, our game was the earliest, December 23rd. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. But we played, finishing off the season 11-2. That's nice. All right, going into week 3. We have, let's look at the coaching carousel one more time. Yeah, all the openings filled up. So now we only have the FBS. So it looks like we're staying with Sam Houston. Ooh, see you say 6-7 Virginia. Virginia does not have, that seems like a pretty fun school. Let me see. So CUSA, Virginia, they stayed in there. They barely stayed in their division, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like Virginia. No, they're middle of their division. Okay, that's not too bad. Then Liberty, we got promoted with them, as well as Charlotte, South Alabama, about the same as us, so shouldn't be a bother. Yeah, ACC, South Alabama. Yeah, they stayed in as well. Almost got relegated, but they're fine. And then Old Dominion, they got stomped in the Sun Belt. Could be a fun team to play for, but they're a little. I think we'll just stick with Sam Houston, I believe. They've been pretty fun so far. Yeah, Old Dominion in the Sun Belt. Let me see. Yeah, got relegated to the CUSA. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll stick with Sam Houston. All right, let's look at the quarterfinals to see who's done what they want to do. Don't look at that. I didn't even look at what the score was. All right. West Virginia and Tennessee. Tennessee beat West Virginia 31-21. Oregon beat Michigan 21-11. Ohio State beat Texas 45-24. That's unfortunate. And Georgia beat Ole Miss 19-10. So every single team I didn't want to win won. So how we're going to do the promotion is Michigan scored a total of 56 points in that, and West Virginia scored 38 plus 21. So 56 to 59. That's pretty close. And then the teams that have fought against them, LSU scored 27 points. Oregon scored 21 points. That's 48 points. And then Miami and Tennessee was 35 and 31, bringing their total up to 66 points against them. I think Michigan should take it since they're higher ranking and everything like that. So I think Michigan will take the promotion, who face off in the Big 12. Also, Michigan State's there as well. And that means Syracuse will sit right on next to in the Pac 12 as well, who got promoted. So just making sure that they're also in there as well. All right, cool. That's the I team. Yep, do that. Rearrange. And that means our conferences are officially lined up as we play our last week, which will be the semifinal. Actually, no, there's 2 more weeks, but you know what I mean. Last week of bowl games. All right. So, have they played in the bowl games yet? Have we had them? Nope, not really. All right, let's look at the dates so we can do it this way. Nope. And they're just not happening. At least they let us play our bowl game early so we don't have to bother with it. All right, let's just keep it moving then. Bowl week 4, and we'll see what other coaching carousel options there are. So we lost our chance for Toledo. That's fine. Sam Houston is where we're going to stay. Didn't go to us. 77, 79, 77 again, still. Let's look at the staff moves to see. Yep, YouTube was fired. Makes sense. Fired. So let's look at the independent tier. Yeah, YouTube fired their whole entire line. That's crazy. Yeah, went to the NFL. Nothing, no other changes, it looks like. So, yeah, hired all those guys. Yep. Old Dominion got Nick Mundy, the defensive coordinator, as their head coach. Okay, interesting. All right, let's look at it. I think, yep, it's going to be Georgia. Wow, okay. Okay, so just to make sure, Oregon beat Tennessee 41 to 31. Georgia beat Ohio State 43 to 26. So the final is going to be Georgia and Oregon, which feels like the game just couldn't decide on any other teams because those are the ones that had the more popular players this year. So finishing it off next week, advance to the Natty. Let's see who wins. My money is on Oregon since they always have met, since they have met number 1 right here. Pro potential C- went up, nice. Georgia beat Oregon 38 to 17. Defensive hero linebacker Jalen Walker's standout performance helps the Bulldogs bring a title to Athens. Then Carson Beck, player of the week, 324 passing yards, 5 passing touchdowns. And Dylan Gabriel ending off his career at 5,192 passing yards, 51 passing touchdowns, and 2 pass interceptions. School season record in passing yards. Good job for him. Wow. Ending off strong. Yep, ending it off 2024 national champions in Georgia. Keeps them in the... Even though it's kind of funny that they're only in the Big 12. I don't think they got... Yeah, they stayed in the Big 12. They went 9-3 and then won all the last games. That's crazy. And then final top 25. Georgia at number 1, 13-3. Won 4 games in a row to host the Natty. That's crazy. And Ohio State staying in number 10. Great stuff. James Madison is so close. I hope you guys meet the national championship next year. That'd be so fun. Oh, what? They ranked us. We ended up going 11-2, and they ranked us. We were ranked 25. Last week we were 24. So they ended up ranking us number 25 in the nation. Awesome. Thank you. Didn't know that. All right, let's keep it moving. Finish off the season. So the end of season recap. AJ Song doesn't want to play for us. Sam Houston will take the corner. Pavon will transfer, which I don't care because I like Kobe more. Let's try to get promoted to the second flight in the CUSA. Players leaving. Let's do it. Here we go. Transfer for playing style for Devin Warren, who's a 72 overall. That's fine. Trayvon Wilson, 66 overall. And Mascaro, who's 63 overall. Then Seth Mason is graduating, as well as Malik Phillips. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Malik. I didn't realize. You had like 1 touchdown in that game, though, so that's pretty good. William McCollum, Escobar, Haynes, Gunno, yep. Outland, Smith, Yep, Noah Smith. So he's not going to the NFL. Fields, Leon. Adehi, 83 overall, finishing it off. Thank you, sir. Gather, who's played pretty good as well. See you team. You guys played really good. What about that kicker? Is he not leaving then? The one that's always constantly threatened to leave? Pavon? No. There's nothing. No, we're not going to bother keeping those dudes. So we're just going to let them leave. Thank you guys for playing. See ya, Dehi, Noah Smith, Malik Phillips, Gather. You guys played fantastic. Oh my gosh. Really? He wants to kick for us? We already have a great kicker. Finishing off 12th in the FBS independent team, they were definitely better than that at 11-2. Transfer portal and off-season recruiting. Let's look at the transfer portal, see if there's anybody fun. That strong safety, though. He's pretty good. But Coach Prestige, he doesn't want us. That's just rude, man. Oh, number 3rd for you. It's not too bad. Are there any of our teammates in the transfer portal? I know those 3 guys were, but are we actually? No, nobody in Sam Houston getting drafted. Dang, that sucks. Round 4, okay. Texas was one of the big ones. Banks, Barron, Collins, Helm, Connor. Nice. Georgia, let's see where Carson Beck ended up. If he left Georgia or not. Oh, while we're down here, might as well look at Oregon as well. Texas didn't have anybody. Ohio didn't have anybody. What about Oklahoma State? They had 3 people. Nice. Ohio State had like 10 people. Oregon. Dylan Gabriel went round 1. As Johnson, round 2, round 2, round 4, round 4, round 5. All right, cool. Let's look at Georgia. Yes. Georgia State, our alma mater, had nobody. Oh, that sucks. Yep. Rattle Gauge right in went number 1. Oh, Carson Beck went number 2. Okay, round 2. Interesting. Okay, cool. Trevor Etney. Yeah. Interesting. All right, let's keep at it. Next week again, off-season recruiting week 2. All right. Top 3 schools for strong safety. Okay. A couple strong safeties, a couple left guards. Oh my gosh. Orville went down even further because of all those people leaving. Just keep nexting. Couple more people. Strong safeties. Don't want us. Don't want us. It's fine. Just gotta get our overall back up. Our best teams were those seniors. I think we already got those conferences records and so we don't have to look again. All right, Bryce doesn't want us. We're number 3 on his list though. A couple other people. Now the corners want to transfer. And last week of off-season recruiting. Johnny Dixon, the 3rd, left guard, 3-star committed. Nice. Will Lays, 2-star center committed. Dennis Rahowski, 2-star right guard committed. Some good peeps, actually. Nice. Very good for our offensive line since we're a running quarterback, so that's perfect. Yep, ending up number 20, 25th in the nation on that one. Love it. National Signing Day. Let's look at what we got. Yep, sign. Can't believe we signed another quarterback. That's just weird. We don't need it. So, no national championships, 1 Heisman winner, brought up our value. 15 conference champions, 4 bowl games, 6 appearances. Okay, just looking at some overall stats. 2 streaming games played. Nothing there. Nothing there. Closest top schools were 20th. Wow, nice. In passing yards, 27th in championship contenders. Program tradition were 91st. It's not terrible, but it's not the best. Conference prestige were C-. That's not too bad. Should have done the conferences like that, where conference prestige would be SEC, Pac-12, Big 12, ACC, but too late now. Don't want to bother. Picked up Ken Emerson, who's one of the top of the nation, but we don't want to bother with him. Okay, cool. Look at some position changes, see if we can make any changes over here. If we can get anybody. Yep, senior. Gosh. Another senior in Jace Bauer. BJ Bailey. Kevin Emerson. We can just, I think we can just get rid of Bauer and Gomez, unfortunately. Let's get our halfback. Where's you at? Yep, Gentry. You're still fantastic. All-American, baby. Halfback number 1. Let's look at our fullback. Don't need one. Wide receivers. We have Evans, who went up to 80 overall. Humphreys is 76. Bledsoe 68. Shane Johnson. Okay. You're not seeing anything for position changes, but there's going to be a lot of freaking cuts. In red shirts, I think. Do we cut these people? Or do we have to keep them? We have 6 quarterbacks, man. That's just insane. Okay, we'll just next through then. International signing day. Not gonna make any changes. Made it to week. Oh my gosh, leveled up to 23. Nice. Oh, there we go. We got our overall back. 79 overall, 80 offense, 79 defense. Love it. Already went up by like 4 overall. Love it, love it, love it. Training results. We have Wright going to, let's look at our quarterback first. So went to 76, went to 69. We got 85 overall, but we went up by change of direction to 84. That's what we need for our running. Run to 88. Love it. Then our halfback, he went up by 2 overall to go to 4. I think he was at 82. And then our wide receivers went up to 80. Evans went up by 2. He's going to be our star receiver next year. Perfect. Got our tight ends. Went up to 76 for Fernando Garza. And we lost Son, unfortunately. We have like 5 of each player. That's crazy. Then our kicker. What are you at? My man, Kiss him, Sesams. At Pevon, I'm surprised didn't leave. They're both seniors, man. But we're going to use Sesams for sure. Alright, pretty good overall on that one as well. Nice. Good job, everybody, getting those overalls. Let's stay strong. Get promoted from the MWC. And then Michael Frodge and T. Esper. Love it. Cool. And then a bunch of corners want to leave for some reason. Okay, let's do this. We're going to do this my best way. Encourage transfers. Let's do it. This is what we don't. This is why we want to. Yeah. So he's a freshman, so we can't transfer him. He's a freshman. Yep. Here we go. Let's do this. So, Gomez. See you, man. DJ Bailey. See you, man. We need 3 quarterbacks. So we should have gotten rid of Bauer first, but that's fine. Then halfbacks. Basically, everybody transfer, go away. Sorry, guys. So we want to keep our main man Gentry for sure. Want to get rid of you since you're a senior already. Want to get rid of this soft. We have to keep one of them, so we'll get rid of you, McKinney, because you'll play better on a different team. And then Brown as well. Keep 2 that we can. Roster sizes. We're going to carry so many people on the roster. Let's do it by overall just so we can actually see it. So basically, Shane Johnson, you're a senior, so you go first. Humphreys will stay as our second wide receiver. Michael Phoenix plays somewhere else that you can actually get some playing time, dude. So we'll keep our top. Yeah, we'll get rid of this junior. Give him some playing time somewhere else. And then, nope, we'll get rid of the sophomore. So keep with 5 wide receivers. Or should we get rid of him too? Just so you can get some. Yeah, we'll get rid of him too. We'll keep our top 4 wide receivers because we need at least 4 on the team. Tight ends, this is the one we gotta get rid of the most. So 3 seniors at the bottom. Love it. There we go. Clean it up a little bit more. Left tackles, we got 3. So get rid of our senior since he only has 1 more overall. Left guard, can't get rid of. Center, can't get rid of. I'm doing this for their own good, though. They can play so much better at a different team. Right tackle, 79 and 77. Let's get rid of the Larson or Orion Irving. And they both have the same kind of stats. Okay, we'll keep. They're both juniors, so we'll just keep them both. Left ends, we got. Yeah, we'll keep you, Murray. We have 3 others left ends. That's crazy. Okay, this will be an interesting one. Yep, Dylan Fraser. You'll probably pay better on a different team. Right end, we got 75 and a 73. Yeah, we'll keep our junior. We'll get rid of you so you can play better on a different team. Then left outside linebacker, got Holloway, Gatlin, Milton. Yep, so we'll get rid of this senior so you can get some playing time elsewhere. And then this sophomore so you can get playing time elsewhere as well. The right outside linebacker looks good on that one. Right outside linebacker, actually, we'll get rid of. Yeah, we'll keep both. We got some corners, so gotta get rid of the senior first. Go play well, dude. And then we need at least 2 corners. So 80, 80, 80. So we'll get rid of the junior in Tyler Bailey. And we'll get rid of the sophomore in Joe Sween. And then that freshman will probably play better as we go through the year. He'll be in our backup. God, freshman, wow, 80 overall. Nice job. Holy crap. Okay, cool. So we'll keep him. Strong safety. Oh, I think that's one of the ones that wanted to leave. We're going to transfer. You, Pavlon, go away, man. You want it? Take it. Then Cardell, our punter. All right, I think I'm pretty happy with that. We went down from 71 to 55 players. So I'm pretty happy with that. And our coach skills, let's see what we ended up being upgraded. We got some blue and some yellow. We got motivator pretty much all the way maxed out. Yep. Maxed out completely pretty much. So we have to have 5 players drafted in order to unlock all that. Unfortunately, but we had no players drafted at all last year. Then Scheme Gear, win 10 top 25 games is our next unlockable that we have to get. Makes sense. And then in red, we have Recruiter, good at talent acquisition. We got none of them, but we have to sign 2 top 5. So spend 15 Recruiter is how we unlock all that. Gotcha. Just staying on his offensive corner, we're C plus in prestige. And the defensive coordinator stay the same as well, Master Motivator. And Elliot Bennett is still our head coach. Go through our conferences and finish this up. This is our last bit. So give me 1 second. Okay, so we finally completed our custom conferences. So this is going to be the ACC, Iowa State, Texas, Louisville, Boise State, North Texas, Arizona State, San Diego State, Baylor, South Alabama, Northern Illinois, TCU, and Oregon State. And we have the American, which is going to be UCF, Notre Dame, SMU, Tulane, Texas Tech, Arizona, Hawaii, Kentucky, Tulsa, USF, Northwestern, and Ohio. We have the Big 12, which is going to be LSU, Georgia, Michigan, Kansas State, Missouri, Texas A&M, Michigan State, Wake Forest, Arkansas, UCLA, Mississippi State, and Georgia State. Big 10 is going to be Oklahoma State, Ohio State, Oklahoma, Auburn, Rutgers, Ohio, Cincinnati, UNLV, Navy, Southern Mississippi, BYU, and Toledo. And we have the CUSA, which is going to be James Madison, Pittsburgh, Stanford, Wisconsin, Houston, Purdue, Virginia, Army, Temple, Louisiana Tech, Illinois, Old Dominion. And the Independence is going to be Bowling Green, New Mexico, Coastal Carolina, Vanderbilt, UTSA, Nevada, Ball State, Georgia Southern, New Mexico State, Kennesaw State, Kent State, Miami University, East Carolina, and UL Monroe. Going to be Buffalo, Minton State, Memphis, Akron, Wyoming, Utah State, Western Michigan, Western Kentucky, Liberty, Jacksonville State, UMass, and UConn. Then our division, which is going to be the MWC, going to be Nebraska, Charlotte, Colorado State, Texas State, Marshall, Appalachian State, Fresno State, Troy, Florida International, FIU, Eastern Michigan, Sam Houston, and UTEP. And we have the Pac-12, which is going to be Indiana, West Virginia, Syracuse, NC State, Alabama, Utah, South Carolina, Maryland, Louisiana, Rice, Florida Atlantic, and San Jose State. In SEC, we have Miami, Oregon, Ole Miss, Clemson, Florida State, Kansas, Colorado, Penn State, Florida, USC, North Carolina, and Washington. And last tier is the Sun Belt, which is going to be Tennessee, Virginia Tech, Duke, Georgia Tech, Central Michigan, California, Washington State, Arkansas State, Boston College, UAB, Minnesota, and Air Force. Those are our current conferences. Looks like our team roster went down again, probably because of all the players we had leave, transfer out. Yeah, 73, 75, 73. So we'll select Georgia Southern and basically just have it where top 2 teams get rid of our first 2 weeks. Not play week 0 either. Perfect. Save to Georgia Southern, which is a team that went 6-6 last year, so keeps it kind of fun. Top stories: Heisman Memorial Trophy, Nico Marquis, Quinn Evers, nice. All-American Nico for Tennessee, and then Marquis Hughes and Jamie Miller. Wow. All right, yeah, I think that'll end it off there. I'll just go through, and that's basically the end of this episode in this season. Overall went down a lot since we wanted to transfer it over, but it's how it goes. So that's going to do it for me for this season of Sam Houston as the offensive coordinator. We did very good so far. Went 10-2. Played our first bowl game which we stomped at, and we said goodbye to our players. Got promoted to the MWC. We were in the top 4. We were actually in the top 1 of the independent. So hopefully we can keep that same style in the MWC, which will be our rivals. Looks like will be Texas State since they went 9-3, and Marshall who went 8-4. I tried to mix it up. So the teams that we got promoted with, I didn't want to stay in the same side of the conference. So if you look at my conference standing right here, you can see how I separated everybody in the MWC. Show you real quick before we finish off. So MWC, we have Division 1 and Division 2. So Division 1, we Nebraska, Charlotte, Colorado State, Troy, FIU, and Eastern Michigan, who are all together. And then us different teams, which is Texas State, Marshall, Appalachian, Fresno, and UTEP. So keep it kind of in the same kind of region kind of style. Just more fun that way. Looks like besides UTEP, we are one of the weakers in the division, so this will be a fun one. Texas State and Marshall are definitely going to be our top. They're looking to get promoted this year after ranking 3rd and 4th in the division. So this will stay interesting as we move forward with NCAA Football 25 as Cade Lewis, offensive coordinator of the Sam Houston Bearcats. Let's see how we can do this year, and hopefully we can play well. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you next week for Season 2 of this series. Have a great day.